What it is, guys, it is I possess the power, aka Jordan, and welcome back to the channel. For you guys today, I have my first ever Black Ops 6 Zombies video, and in this one we're going to be going over how to get yourself a free Wonderweapon. Now these are fast guides, so we're not going to waste any time and get straight into it. Now this first step is pretty self-explanatory, but we do need to turn on the power. You guys have pretty much walked through this when you start up the map, but we'll go over it anyway as it is required for this Wonderweapon. So the first thing we're going to want to do is turn on these generators here, and then what you need to do is you just need to defend them while it counts down. The first one is going to be in the spawn room, the second one is going to be in the room with the Juggernaut. Just remember, you guys can go through rounds if you're killing zombies that do not have the purple eyes, so if you do want to stay on lower rounds, just make sure you're killing the ones that are attacking the machine. The third and final one is going to be in the bio lab. This is right down the bottom of the map, so go ahead, turn that on and clear out all three generators, and once you've done that, it's going to give you a new objective, which is to dive into the water and resurface the lift. So we're going to head into the water, activate this console, and that's going to bring this up to the surface. Now it's good to note that this is also Pack-a-Punch as well. Now on your journeys of completing those three generators, hopefully you guys have acquired at least 500 salvage. Get yourself a weapon and make your way over to one of these stations on the map, the Arsenal. You're going to equip dead wire onto one of these weapons. It doesn't matter what weapon it is, but you will need the 500 salvage to put onto your weapon. So with that, we want to make our way into the Pack-a-Punch room. This is why we raised this lift up, because we're going to need to call it up to the top, and along the way with our dead wire weapon, what we're going to be looking for are these circuit boards. Now the first one is going to be inside this window here. Go ahead and shoot it and you'll see the electricity transfers from one to another, and we're going to head into this house here, and just make sure you guys are shooting it with your dead wire weapon. This is our second to last one here. We're going to shoot this one and then head out the door, and our last and final one is just going to be here, and you're going to see that it's going to open up this door here. Now this is the research area, so what we want to do for our first part for this Wonderweapon is actually come inside and kill this zombie that is trapped underneath this fallen cabinet, and they're going to drop something called the EMF fob. Go ahead and pick that up. That will go into your inventory and quest items, so you will be able to keep track of where you're at. So with that item, what we need to do now is make our way over to the C tower, and there's going to be a briefcase with a hand on it on top of this cabinet here. Go ahead and open it and then pick up this multiphasic resonator, and when you do that, it is going to spawn in a bunch of those little spider crab things, whatever they are, so just be prepared for that. I was not ready for that. And when you guys have that, make your way back into the research office and place it into this computer terminal here. Now you're going to see it powers up and you're able to input a code. Now obviously we need to find the code. There's a couple of different ways you can do it, and the first way we are going to do it is turn on these three computers. So what you want to do, starting from spawn, is head out to the left, go through this door here, and then just overlooking kind of the left hand side of the map, you're going to see a computer here. Hold square on it to turn it on. You don't get any interact button for any of these, but all you need to do is hold square and it will power on. The next one from spawn is just going to be on the right side, and it's just going to be over here overlooking the right side of the map. So pretty much the first two computers are just left and right of spawn, and then the final one is going to be down where we opened up the briefcase. Just at the bottom, there's the tower there, just before you go down the stairs to the boat and all of this area here. There's your third computer there. Go ahead and turn that on and then interact with the computer, and you'll see 3 post-it notes have now been attached. Now this is going to be a code. You can see the whiteboards in the back that you're able to actually use this formula to figure out how to do it without having to do it this way, which is a kind of trick way of getting around it, where you come to spawn, you donate 5,000 essence to Peck, and he will give you the code on the screen. So obviously with those computers we turned on in the whiteboard at the back, in this room here, you see that you can actually use that code to work it out to not have to spend the points, but this is a fast guide, so we're going to do it this way. go ahead and input that code that you got from that computer screen and spawn into this computer, and that's going to start searching for a signal. Go ahead and progress a few rounds and you'll see that we now have a locked location on the right hand side of the map. So if you bring up your tech map, we need to be making our way over to this island here. So to get to the island, we need to get ourselves a boat. The best way to do this is to just find these consoles. This one's under the sea tower where we opened up the briefcase. Go ahead, pay 500 essence and jump in the boat and drive over to that island that was marked on that screen. Now, just remember, when you guys have finished entering the code, it will drop out that item that we got from the briefcase. You actually put that in there when you entered the code, so make sure to grab that out because we're going to be using it for this step here where we need to place it under this blue circle. Now, what's going to happen is a bunch of zombies are going to spawn in. You can progress rounds here, so it's better to just wait because this is what you need to be doing, which is killing the zombie that the orb zapped, and it's going to drop some kind of crackling energy. You need to pick that up. When you do, you will move extra slow and you need to run it over to the big blue orb. When you do that, obviously you'll get your speed back, and you just need to kill a few zombies to trigger the bigger blue circle to zap another zombie. Go ahead, kill him, and then run that through the circle. Now when you do that, the orb is going to fly away, all the zombies will die, so just keep an eye on where it's going. Don't forget to pick up your resonator and then jump in your boat, and you need to be heading on over to the next island. Now we are doing this 3 times. There are 3 different colors, blue, green and purple. That was our blue one. The next one is going to be our green one. Now the way this works is the colors will just change, obviously, the amount of zombies and what spawns in. In this one you will get those flying kind of wasps, where in the first one you will get those spiders, and the last one you will get a mangler. So you just want to be doing the same thing we did on the first island, is killing the zombie that gets zapped by the big green orb, picking up his little energy and then running it through. So we're just going to be completing this twice like we did in the first one, remembering that when we've done that we do need to pick up our resonator and then heading on over to our third and final island. It is going to be purple this time, and this one's not too hard. I feel like maybe you move a little bit slower with this one, but you guys will find this relatively easy as long as you guys are prepared. But what's going to happen is once you jump in and do all 3 of these twice, it's going to drop something different. This time it is the munition, and you will have all 3 items in your inventory now to head back over into the research office where we entered the code into the computer, and in the back wall is where we're going to craft our Dri-11 Beamsmasher. This is the Wonderweapon, possibly needed for the Easter egg, so it will be nice to have a guaranteed drop rather than trying to spend all your points to get lucky on the box. But that is pretty much it, guys. I'm really loving the zombies. I hope you guys are too. Leave your comments down below on what you think of the new map, and I appreciate all you guys' love and support, and it's good to be back. I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep it real. Peace.